Deadzone Rogue. Is it worth a buy? Let's read the words of the developer. Deadzone Rogue is a roguelike FPS set in deep space. Blast through hordes of enemies with devastating weapons. Define your combat style with powerful augments and upgrades. Grow stronger with each death. Solo or in co-op. Fight, die, revive. Quick look at the graphical options. There's a few things to twiddle and tweak to get the best out of your rig. Ran fine for me in 1080p with VSync on, running at 60 frames a second. That's on a 2080 graphics card, no problem whatsoever. It looks nice as well. The graphics are quite nice. It's quite a smart looking game. And I know not everybody likes roguelikes, but I do, which is why I couldn't wait to review this. I like the idea of getting my arse handed to me because I'm underpowered, and then do a couple of other runs, start putting in the persistent perks, and then going back and getting revenge. That's what a roguelike's about, and I love that. So with this, it's 3 players or solo. I did about 4 hours in solo, and it's fine solo, no problem at all, because one of the things that you can get in this game, it's all RNG. At the end of each level you get offered abilities, and well, not so much abilities, augments, perks and stuff. And I got these bots, and then I got another, then another. I think I had 4 or 5 of them, and they kicked ass. They were a great distraction to some of the bigger mobs, which allowed me to flank and hit their weak spots. All the big mobs kind of have, in fact I think everybody has a weak spot. Headshots is obviously the common weak spot, but some of the bigger elite enemies have weak spots on the back and on the sides and things like that, and obviously the bosses do. But this game is best enjoyed in co-op, and I streamed it last night in 3-player co-op. I had to take the stream down because it got copyrighted, which is a shame, because it was a really fun stream. But yeah, it was great. We had an absolute blast in 3 players. We got past the first boss, which is like 30 levels. Some of the levels only last a couple of minutes. But essentially what you have to do, it's really strange. You go into a level stealth, and you can walk right in their face. You can even block them, and they can't ever see you. It's such a weird concept. I've never had this before in a game. And it allows you to see exactly what you're up against, although there is certain levels where new enemies keep spawning in. But essentially you can see whether there's any explosive barrels, what kind of explosive barrels they are, because you get all kinds of elemental damage in them. You get like frost, which will freeze them and things like that, fire, which is just going to burn them. So you get to look around the level, you get to see the path that the enemy's taken, and you can set up ambushes by carrying the barrels and just dropping them in the place. The mobs that attack you, all kinds of stuff. We kind of give them our own names. Knuckle Dragger, we called this guy who just runs at you with a bloody big like mace thing. He gets in your face straight away. There's these like spider mutated humans, which are really creepy. They fire corrosive shit at you, which is horrible. There's missile bots. There's little spiders that leave a little AoE when they die. There's regular shooty mobs. There's elites, big robot things. There's a few different types of bosses. There's flyy things, flappy things, buzzy things. There's all kinds of things that'll come at you to try and eat your face off. But you are very, very well equipped. There's 30 weapons. There's different classes of weapons. There's miniguns, LMGs, snipers, assault rifles, SMGs. There's stabby things, axes, all kinds of stuff that you've got to kill the enemy with. And you can make builds because every weapon fires a certain type of elemental damage. Now if you've got the one that I liked, which was the cryogenics, you can slow the enemies down. So them ones that run at your face, you can actually slow them down. You can have your grenades, be cryogenic grenades as well. And there's certain perks that if you have this perk and you fire your weapon at something and it debuffs them with, say, freeze, and then somebody else fires fire at that, that can create a chain reaction which does even more damage. There's tons and tons of ways that you can build a nice little build in this. And every 3 or 4 levels, you go to this kind of recycler, and all the money that you've collected by killing mobs, because the mobs drop like a currency whenever you kill them, you can spend in this fabricator to buy new weapons. You'll be offered 3 weapons and a first aid kit. And if you just want to keep what you've got, you can go and upgrade them in forms of rarity. So they go in the usual green, blue, purple, and then orange for legendary. And you can upgrade the stats as well. You can even re-roll the proc that's on them as well. So there's loads of depth in the game to change the build the way you want it. And I love all that, because it means that each time you run through the game, it's a bit different, because you can have a different weapon, different builds. And when you have 3 people in co-op, all with different builds, it really does make the game fun. Now, the criticisms I would have is some of the levels are just way too easy. In fact, many a time, well, not many a time, but quite a few times, I never even got out of stealth and the level was over. I was kind of looking around for barrels. The other two had started, and all the enemies were killed in maybe a minute. It doesn't happen very often, but it did happen on a few levels. I would say, especially as well, when a couple of you get a load of bots. I mean, there was 2 of us with 5 bots each. We had 10 bots and 3 players, and we were just destroying everything. So it can get a little bit, and we were playing on hard difficulty as well. So I think it needs just buffing the enemies just that little bit more to make it a little bit more difficult. I mean, this was all on the first actual space station, if that's what you want to call it. Probably about level 50, because we beat the boss. We took the boss down in seconds. It was just no challenge at all. It was in single player, but not in co-op. And then we did a level which was full of melee, then another level that was full of like precision shooters, and then I think we died on the following one, which I can't remember what was in that. So we never got on to stage 2, and there's 3 stages so far in the game. So maybe it gets a little bit harder back then, but we still had a great laugh. We still had a good fun. For £20, I've had more fun in this than I had with Doom. So and Doom's £100. So I know they're different kind of games, but this is more my type of game. So there you go, Deadzone Rogue, a really good fun roguelike game. It has good gunplay, excellent weapons, lots of different builds, lots of different maps, and lots of different enemies. It's fun.
Yes, yeah.
Do it, yeah. That was great.